everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of another weekend reading vlog. So this weekend is actually pretty special and not normally a weekend I would vlog. My parents are actually coming in town, so in a way this vlog is a bit of an experiment because I've never vlogged when I've had anyone really visiting. I've vlogged in the past when Clay's had friends in town, but not like someone that's directly my charge, if you will. But I wanted to vlog for a few reasons. One, we're doing some really fun fall things this weekend that I definitely wanted to bring you guys along to because I'm so excited about them. And two, my mom goes to bed at like 6 p.m. So I figured in the evenings, post my mom going to sleep, I would have time to read. So those two factors alone make me overall optimistic about this vlog. That being said, let's chat about the books I want to read this weekend. So first things first, I want to finish The Lies of Locke Lamora. I have like 75 pages of this, maybe a little more, but really not very much left. I'm in the home stretch of this novel. I'm so excited to finish it. So this is my #1 priority. But then immediately after that, I want to jump into The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. This is like a whodunit style mystery, and it just seems like a perfect thing to read now that it's October and fall. I've been wanting to read this book for a while, so I just feel like now is the time to finally pick it up. So these are my overall reading plans. The new Harry Potter book comes out on Tuesday of next week, so ideally it would be great to be almost finished with this book by the end of the weekend, but we shall see. Matilda is here and is really excited, but honestly, I think both these books are gonna be great. I already know this book is great, but I just have a feeling about this one as well, so I think this is gonna be a stellar reading weekend. My parents are actually on their way here, and they'll be here in about an hour and a half. Normally, I would use this time to read as much as I could before they arrived, but the reality of the situation is I really need to clean my apartment, and I really don't want my mom to revoke my being an adult card, because she walks in and she roasts me alive for not having a very clean apartment. So I am going to do some picking up now before my mom gets here. And then Clay is gonna be coming home from work, and then I think we're all gonna get Tex-Mex, which is one of our favorite things to do. And it's funny because I grew up in Texas, but my mom, when I was in my senior year of college, moved back to her hometown after living in Texas for like 20 plus years. And her hometown is in a small town in like northern Pennsylvania. So Tex-Mex is her favorite food, and ever since she's moved, she doesn't really have access to it up there. So she's very excited for some Tex-Mex tonight, so I'm glad I could deliver that, even if it's in Brooklyn, New York, and not, you know, Texas itself. Regardless, as I said, need to clean. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put some Bravo on and do some cleaning. Speed cleaning. Gotta get off the couch. Oh, it's so hard. I'm so sleepy. But welcome to the vlog. Should be an interesting one. Update, my mom is gonna be here in literally 1 minute, and I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. Luckily, she's really nice and she's not gonna give me a bad rating on Yelp, so I think we're gonna be okay. But I just have to keep going. I just got the quickest 60 seconds of my life. I forgot to get any footage of the food except the lone salsa. This is our third refill of salsa. So I'll just zoom in and you can just pretend to see enchiladas. And just like that, we're back from dinner. Everyone is in bed. It's not even 10:30. Clay is taking Matilda out right now, and then we're gonna watch some Downton Abbey. And I am definitely gonna finish The Lies of Locke Lamora tonight. I'm gonna try to get a really good night's sleep. I haven't been sleeping very well the past couple nights. Sometimes that happens to me. But I feel like tonight's the night where I'm gonna get a full, restful night's sleep, and then we're gonna wake up and go to the pumpkin patch tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. I'm bringing my mom, and Clay's gonna come. We're gonna do all sorts. It's just gonna be like a beautiful day too. It's gonna be like sunny and like high of 60. It's gonna be incredible. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's like fall has to be my favorite time of year. I think it's gonna be the thing I miss most about New York City, or just the Northeast when I eventually probably move away. But while I'm here, I'm going to enjoy every single second of it, so. We're watching Downton Abbey because that's what we do on Friday nights. And then I'm gonna read Lies of Locke Lamora. It's gonna be great. All right, it's official. I'm going to attempt to read the last 75 pages of The Lies of Locke Lamora right now. So no distractions. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. time to get down to business, to start the first bit of reading for this supposed reading vlog. LOL. Good morning, everyone. Coffee. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to check in because I think the last clip that I filmed last night was me just saying I was going to read The Lies of Locke Lamora, but I'm really excited to say that I finished The Lies of Locke Lamora, and I loved this book so much. I last night immediately rented the second book from the library. Oh my gosh. I know I need to read Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell first, but I am so obsessed with this series. It's just so good. The story and the characters and the plot maneuvering is just so much larger than I initially expected or remembered going in. It's so much bigger than just like one guy and one thief group, but it kind of never loses the heart of that, you know? But like they start dealing with and having to face much bigger villains and issues. On top of that, the characters are so funny. Locke Lamora is like lovable and hateable. You kind of want to shake him sometimes, but for the most part, you just kind of want to give him a high five and like a dinner. But yeah, this story is incredible. I also feel like it was really easy to read. I found the narrative style to just be like breezy almost. And again, because it has so much like heist and adventure at its heart, it's just such a fast read, and it keeps kind of like escalating on itself. Like they keep finding themselves in more and more trouble, which just makes it so entertaining. Oh my gosh, love this so much. Definitely 5 out of 5 stars. So I read the last 75 pages last night, and yesterday during my commute I read only 30 pages, but that does mean I've read 105 pages so far this weekend, which I'm really happy about. I loved this. I have my next book on hand, which is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, so I'll probably start this tonight. The plan today is to go to the pumpkin patch, so I probably won't get any reading done until we get back home, but regardless, I'm really excited to start this, and I can't stop thinking about The Lies of Locke Lamora. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I need to get up and get my life started on this Saturday morning, so I'm gonna do that now and make myself a cup of coffee and then go hang out with my mom. But I just wanted to check in first and give you guys an overview of my feelings for The Lies of Locke Lamora, because it was amazing. Hi everyone, I figured while everyone was still getting ready to go to the pumpkin patch, I wanted to step into the bedroom and do some Skillshare lessons. As you guys know, I am a Skillshare ambassador. I work with them really frequently. I have a code with them very frequently, so I'm excited to be partnering with them again for this vlog. So if you guys are not familiar at this point, Skillshare is an amazing online service that basically has thousands upon thousands of classes across a variety of different verticals. I'm talking business, film and video, art, DIY, lifestyle, all sorts of things. So it's just a great way to begin learning about a new topic or expand your knowledge on a topic that you're already interested in. For me, I've taken so many different classes. I've taken some coding classes, I've taken some lifestyle classes, obviously film and photography, but my new class I'm about to start today, I am especially excited about. Let me zoom in. I just found it. It is Easy and Versatile Baking, the one yeast dough you need to know. I really like to bake, but I don't do it enough, and I always have wanted to learn how to bake bread and other types of yeast related things. There's a particular TV show I love to watch, and it has really inspired me to try to learn about baking. So I'm gonna watch the first episode of this and hopefully increase my knowledge about yeast and dough. I'm really pumped. But yeah, per usual, I do have a Skillshare code, which basically gives you a few months free of Skillshare Unlimited, which lets you take as many classes as you want monthly. I am going to, again, watch a few first episodes of this. I really like this woman. She has the most soothing voice, and she's all about like small victories. So like learning about one technique and then being able to expand on that knowledge. As like a home cook. I really love cooking. I want to get better at baking, so I'm really pumped to check this out. I have been wanting to make like cinnamon rolls, so I'm hoping this will like prepare me with that knowledge, so we shall see. But yes, big shout out to Skillshare for partnering with me for this video. I love working with them. I love their service. So again, if you guys are interested, all of that info will be down below. But yeah, gonna watch, this is a really quick class, it's only 28 minutes, so I'm gonna probably watch this whole thing and then head out to the pumpkin patch. Officially have driven out of the city and we're on our way apple picking. The leaves have started to turn a little bit, but mostly still pretty green. Regardless though, it's a beautiful day, like 60 degrees and sunny, thriving. We are here. It's like a fall festival. It's kind of being blocked by a fence, but it's so, there's lots of people, but it's, look at all the pumpkins. It's gonna be ice cream. My mom's gonna get some all shore knickknacks. My mom is pondering how you buy pumpkins, if it's by the pound or not. What do you think, Clay?
I don't know. At what point in time is the sacrifice?
Clay. Look at all the pumpkins. It's the most beautiful fall day. It's like 60 degrees and so sunny. Clay picked out this zombie pumpkin. He's really excited about it. We also got this little baby pumpkin. Success! We are back from the pumpkin patch. I'm about to strategically place all these pumpkins around our apartment, but I wanted to do a pumpkin haul. First is the zombie pumpkin Clay picked out. We got a couple of mini guys to put on top of some books, and then we got like a classic little guy as well. I really liked his stem. Squiggly, but I'd say overall a great success, and we got home in time to watch the Longhorn football game, so it's a win. Matilda is also excited. Do you like pumpkins too, Millie? Yeah? My mom decided she wanted to fancy a visit to Marshall's, so here we are. Living for all the fall items, but you know, only had a little more space. It's so cute, so I decided to get real pumpkins versus fake pumpkins, but I wish I could bring it all home. Halloween for life, fall for life. We're home to pizza.
When I was walking across the Brooklyn Bridge,
my mom went a little wild at Marshall's. She found a lot of plates.
My wife kept telling me.
Hi everyone, we finished up our pizza party. Everyone's watching college football in the other room because that's just what my family does. We love college football. I did want to pop in because I've started reading The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo, and I've read about 35 pages so far. I just started. I plan on reading some more tonight. Both my mom and I read on the couch during college football, and then my stepdad and Clay like to watch college football. That is our family routine. Obviously planning to read more now because of that, but I did want to pop in and let you guys know my initial thoughts. Obviously only 35 pages in, but this book hooked me almost immediately. It's very peculiar, and so far I've definitely never encountered at least an opening quite like this one. It is like a whodunit style mystery, but it seems like we inhabit different POVs of different people within this house, and there's a murder and you're trying to like figure out what's going on. So far our main character who we're following as of 35 pages in has no idea who he is. He doesn't remember anything. It's almost like we possessed him in this moment and are like, as he's encountering with characters, we're trying to glean various clues, and I'm curious if that's going to keep happening. Like we'll eventually shift perspective, someone else, and they will all of a sudden have no memory of who they are, and then ultimately we begin to feel like we are inhabiting those different characters' minds or something. Regardless, I don't know if that's true, but I'm kind of hoping for it. And so far, I'm really liking it. It's super transportive, such a perfect October read, so I'm pumped that I picked it up. But I'm gonna go back out in the living room with everyone, but I did want to pop in and talk about this book because so far I'm really, really, really liking it. Vlogception right now. My mom and I have come into the bedroom to, one, I was gonna finish editing my vlog, but we're actually both gonna sit down and read because this has turned into a family reading vlog. Like mother, like daughter. We left having to hang out with people so we could read our books in silence. So that's what we're gonna do. But I have to edit first and then I'm gonna read, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, just wanted to swing by with the reading update because I have passed the 100-page mark of The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and this book is so good. It's interesting to me because I had a lot of comments when I said I wanted to read this. It was kind of a divided house. Some people really loved it and thought it was super entertaining from page one, and others thought it was really boring. I'm definitely in the camp of like super entertained. I mean, I don't know how this book can't be considered entertaining. It's like you're literally a character and you're jumping from different bodies, and it's a murder mystery, and it's just wild, and it's like really dark and freaky, and also just like a really original premise and just something that's so captivating, and you're like trying to catch all the details and try to solve it yourself at the same time. I don't know, it's just a book I'm like flying through so quickly. It's definitely a book I don't want to put down because I like don't want to miss anything, and I also think it'd be an interesting book to reread like once you know the answer, because it might be interesting to like catch foreshadowing the second time through. But yeah, I'm really, 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 really liking this book. The concept, the idea is just so cool, and twisted, to be frank. So I'm definitely in the camp of loving it. And it feels so perfect for the season. Like, talk about a great October read, because this is perfect for that. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading, but I did want to check in and say that if you thought this book, if you were picking this book because you thought it might be boring, the answer is no, it's not boring. Far from it. Very, very far from it. So good. Also, that means I've read over 200 pages so far this weekend, which is surprising. I wasn't sure how much I was gonna read, but definitely planning on reading even more tonight, and then obviously reading tomorrow as well. So I'd say I'm off to a pretty good start. Well, middle start. It's not a, we're not at the beginning of this weekend anymore. We're consistent, I guess I should say, through the weekend. But anyway, back to reading. Hi friends, happy Sunday from me and Matilda. I am on the couch. I'm actually about to head out to run to the grocery store, but I wanted to fill you in on our Sunday morning so far. So my parents have actually left. There was some bad weather near their hometown, so they kind of just wanted to arrive home before it arrived there. So they skedaddled, they packed up the old car and drove back north. But it was so lovely spending time with them and hanging out with them. My mom loved the pumpkin patch, so that was really fun to go and do that with her. Last night, my mom and I actually got a lot of really great reading in, both her and I. I actually got to page 135 of The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo. I'm currently using a dollar bill as a bookmark because desperate times, but this book is incredible. The premise is so good. I was talking to Clay about it this morning and he was like, oh, I want to read that. Like, it's just so clever, and like I love how it shifts. I really don't want to say too much, but you're basically, your main character, our point of view is like living in different people's bodies but reliving the same day over and over again, trying to solve this mystery, and you kind of jump between the bodies. And obviously the closer he is to, the further down the line he is in bodies, he's like more knowledgeable because he retains all the previous memories, but if he doesn't make it through by body 8, he has to start all over again. So it's amazing and I'm liking it so much. But I'm actually about to head to the grocery store because I was just kind of like hit with the baking and cooking bug. I really want to make some homemade blueberry muffins, and I really want to make some broccoli and cheddar soup. Basically, I follow this Instagrammer, blogger, Half Baked Harvest, which I'm sure many of you have heard of. She's like super famous, but her food always looks amazing, and the weather's really gloomy outside, so I've been saving 2 of her recipes that I've been really wanting to try out, so I'm gonna do that this morning. They are as follows. I have the screenshots of the recipes on my phone. The one is the broccoli zucchini soup and the other is just like blueberry muffins. So I'm gonna run to Trader Joe's and try to pick up all the ingredients, make the muffins, and then I'll make the soup for dinner. And then obviously football this afternoon and hanging out. Clay and I are just chilling. He has to do a bit of work, so I'm gonna run to the grocery store. But I am going to shut up now and go and get the things I need to bake and cook all my favorite items, I suppose. So bye. I am back from the grocery store. Groceries are put away. They're randomly sold out of broccoli, so that's put a bit of a hiccup in my broccoli and cheese soup. Clay's gonna go to another grocery store for me while I film, because I'm going to film a video before, you know, I sit down and do any relaxing or baking for the day. So that's what I'm actually gonna do right now, but I just wanted to check in and let you know that I did get the groceries, so success. My mom got me this really cool socks, and Clay's home with the broccoli for the broccoli zucchini cheddar soup we're making later, and lots of hot sauce and coffee. Hey, so I'm gonna start making the muffins. Some good dance moves, Clay. Everyone will love them. Okay, I got my recipe, Half Baked Harvest. Hopefully they turn out to look just like this, but we shall see. So it's time to get, like how I only get Madewell ads, literally follows me everywhere. But let's get started on this. Not gonna lie guys, I had a bit of a disaster the first time around. My butter was way too hot and I curdled everything. Gross, but I'm trying again. I have my dry ingredients, I have my strudel, which goes on top. You know, just gotta not curdle the batter this time. Great news, did not screw it up this time. Woo! Look at that, learning lesson. Make sure the butter's cool. I did it. I did half with streusel, half without, because Clay doesn't really like the streusel topping. So, I mean, they look pretty good. I guess we'll just see how they taste in 25 to 30 minutes. They're done. think they look pretty good. I probably should have put more strudel on top. I didn't realize how, you know, the impact of that was, but lesson for next time. Watching football, candle, Clay's making some more breakfast foods because we just can't let breakfast go. Clay is the best boyfriend in the whole wide world. I love breakfast so much. Bears somehow pulled ahead, so it's turned out to be a very interesting game in London. Bears game is very close. Matilda is so sleepy. She's just so cute. So snuggly, this pug. So the Bears unfortunately lost. It was a bit of a tragic nail biter near the end there, but such is life, we move on. I am actually now gonna move on and do reading. My first bit of reading for the day, which seems actually a little wild to me that I haven't read anything at all yet, but no big deal. I'm reading The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I am loving this book. I really cannot say that enough because it is like everything I wanted it to be and done even better than I thought it could be, you know? Like it's exactly what I wanted and it's so good so far. So I'm just gonna keep reading it. I really feel like I'm gonna read it really quickly. It's a book that you really don't want to put down, so I'm just gonna keep trucking along. I'm gonna make soup later in the evening, but for now I'm just gonna chill on the couch. I have my heating pad too, which is amazing. So me and Millie are just hanging out. And so, but yeah, so I'm gonna get to reading and I'll keep you guys posted as I get further along in this book. This is a trickier one to do a reading vlog on because of its mystery nature. I don't want to be spoilery at all, so I'll definitely try to be as vague as I can, so don't worry about that. But it's time for me to get to the book now, so goodbye. Hi everyone, it has been honestly like the laziest Sunday ever. I took a mini nap. I won't lie to you. But other than that though, I have been reading quite a bit of The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Clay just joined me. And I am past the 200 page mark. This book is amazing. I have no idea what's going on or how the mystery is gonna resolve itself, but all I know is I'm loving it and I can't stop reading it. I'm gonna try to read about 30 more pages and then I'm gonna start making dinner, which is going to be a broccoli cheddar soup, which I'm hoping turns out to be pretty good. Again, nothing I've ever made before, but I'm just a whole new soup woman now that I have a hand mixer, so I've got to just keep trying new things. So I'm gonna read for a bit, make some soup, and then probably read some more. We shall see. I might start watching Great British Bake Off or something else later tonight. Finish Survivor instead of football, but we shall see. But like I said, back to reading. All right, I finished reading another 30 pages and I'm officially gonna start my soup now. So wish me luck. I'm really excited about it, but we shall see. So I've started the soup. Basically in a pot I have carrots, zucchini, onion, nutmeg, salt, pepper, and I'm about to dump in some chicken broth and then broccoli. And then it'll cook, and then I mix it. All right, my pot is now cooking. Broccoli and broth are in here basically. This is gonna cook down for like 15 minutes. Well, I have 12 minutes left. And then I'll blend it, stir in milk, stir in cheese. Apparently that's it, and it's all done. So, love soup season. All right, it's time to bring out the old hand mixer. Let's see if I can even do this one-handed. I don't think so. I don't think I can. Oh, I don't even plug this in yet. Yeah, sorry guys. Can't show you. I'll show you the end result though. This is the end result, pre-cheese and milk. I might have gone a little too wild with my pureeing and maybe didn't leave enough chunks, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna mix in cheese and milk and then cook it for like 5 more minutes. And then she's done. And the soup is done. I just gotta finish melting the cheese that was put in here. And that is that. They surprised me with the ultimate treat. Reese's Pumpkins, how I love you so. Matilda, unfortunately not for you. So mean. I am freshly showered in my pajamas. And it's not even 8 p.m. But we've watched a lot of football and I think I'm now going to read in the bedroom for a little while, and then I think once Clay's done working, we're gonna watch Downton Abbey. Woo! So I'm gonna go read more of 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo because it's so good. and eat some Reese's. It's happening. And yes, I'm still using a dollar bill as a bookmark because that's just how I roll. We've started watching Downton Abbey, which, well, let me flip you around, which is a really interesting contrast to the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo because they're kind of set in the same like vibe, you know, like same time period, set in like a big fancy house, versus one is like really dark and screwed up and the other is Downton Abbey. Really wants to go under the covers. So for that reason, it's kind of like they just kind of parallel each other in interesting ways. Plus I just have such a stark visual of like everything that's going on in this book because of all the things I'm watching in Downton Abbey, like servants and footmen and valets and all those things I'm very familiar with because of various characters from Downton. So I just thought I would pop in and say they definitely complement each other. Downton break is over. Now it's time to read and, you know, have a more sinister good time as I cap out my Sunday night. Such a relaxing day. Baking and cooking and reading and football, even though the Bears lost. It's awesome. I love it all. I love Sundays. Hi everyone, and welcome to the end of the vlog the next day. A few things have happened since I've last seen you. Mostly I just got a haircut. But that's really it, honestly. I said a few, it's really just the one thing. But anyway, let's chat through everything I was able to read for the weekend. I actually had a pretty solid reading weekend, both from the perspective of I loved everything I read, like seriously some really good books. And two, I read a lot more than I thought I would. So jumping in first to The Lies of Locke Lamora, I was able to finish this book this weekend. I read the last 115 pages, I want to say, of this. And you guys, I loved every second of this. It's just so good, so clever. Like, the characters are just kind of outwitting you left and right, or at least me. And I just love, you know, watching and being able to witness all the antics they kind of get up to. I really want to read the next one. There's apparently going to be 7 books within this world, which sounds really exciting. I'm down for that. So did read this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. 100% would recommend this book. I know I've talked about it a lot. But then from there I picked up The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I can only imagine how many times I have said the title of this book wrong throughout this video. I realized yesterday that I just constantly was confusing or mashing this title up with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. In my defense, their titles are almost identical. They're so similar. But I am really liking this book so much. It's the perfect whodunit mystery that I was looking for. I read up to page 343 this weekend, and then this is a few days after the weekend. It's actually Wednesday, and I subsequently finished this book Monday night because I just could not put it down. It was so good. It kept me guessing to the end, which is like exactly what you want from a mystery, and overall I found it satisfying because I feel like the worst thing you can come across in a mystery is being really interested and then you find out the answer and you're kind of like, oh. I would say this book does not do that, at least not for me, so I really liked it so much. But yeah, I read just under 500 pages this weekend. Again, I'm personally really pleased with that. I have also now completed 2 books for the month of October, so I'm hoping to up my reading game a little bit, and I'm gonna read Harry Potter. This is an end of a vlog. I don't know why I'm telling you what I'm reading next. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon with another one soon. Goodbye.